Pokémon Champions is finally here and the community has a lot to say about it. What is up everyone, Aldi29C here, and we've got a massive week to cover, so let's jump right into it. Alright, so the day is finally here. Pokémon Champions is officially live. As of April 8th, the game is free to download on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. It is a dedicated competitive battler, so no story mode, no wild areas, and no exploration, just pure head-to-head Pokémon battles. Think Pokémon Stadium meets Pokémon Showdown, but with a modern live service structure and the official world's implications behind it. The first season launches with Mega Evolution as its featured mechanic. Mega Stones are earnable through victory points from battles and events, no hard paywall to access them competitively, which is a big deal. You can recruit one random Pokemon per day, bring over your trained teams from Scarlet and Violet or Pokémon GO via Pokémon Home, and jump straight into ranked or casual battles. There's also the first online competition already running, the warm-up challenge using Regulation MA rules, which wraps up on April 13th. Finish 3 or more battles and you'll receive a Gardevoir and 100 quick points as a reward. And on the competitive side, this is huge. VGC has officially transitioned to Pokémon Champions as the standard competitive platform. The Indianapolis Regional Championships, running May 29th through the 31st, will be the first live official championship series to use it exclusively. After that, it's the North American International Championships in June, the Turin Special, and then the big one, the Pokemon World Championships in San Francisco, August 28th through the 30th. If you're a competitive player, Champions is now your home. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, because Champions launched with some real issues, and the community response online has been mixed, to put it politely. First, the roster. At launch, Champions only has 186 usable Pokemon. That is less than 20% of the national Pokédex. The reason is that non-final evolutions are excluded entirely, keeping the focus on fully evolved competitive Pokemon only. But for a lot of players, that number still feels low for a game that's supposed to be the flagship competitive platform for the entire franchise. Second, the formats. Champions uses the official VGC doubles format, which is bring 6, pick 4. If you're a competitive doubles player, that's exactly what you want. But a huge chunk of the player base loves its 6v6 singles, and that mode isn't here at launch, even in private matches. That's drawn a lot of criticism from the casual and ladder players who felt like the game isn't designed with them in mind. And then there's the bug situations. The biggest one at launch was the Pokemon Home transfer bug. Players were trying to bring over their trained teams, and Pokemon were getting stuck in limbo. Both games would throw an error, and your Pokemon would effectively become inaccessible. That one has since been patched outside the scheduled maintenance window, so if you were affected, it should be resolved now. Other confirmed bugs include a Leech Seed description error, which was showing the wrong damage value. The display said 1/16 of max HP, when the actual calculation is 1/8. A Simultaneous Mega Evolution ordering bug, where the sequence of 2 Pokemon Mega Evolving at the same time could trigger in the wrong order. Move selection getting locked out when pressing B while hovering over the Mega Evolution option, and multiple reports of move animation glitches and items behaving incorrectly. The Pokemon Company responded quickly. They posted on X acknowledging the issues and confirming a major patch is coming soon. A maintenance window was also scheduled for today, April 10th, to address several of the listed bugs. What they did not address is the Nintendo Switch 2 performance problems. Right now, Switch 2 players are running the base Nintendo Switch build with no dedicated Switch 2 performance patch yet. The game runs at 30 FPS on Switch 2 with stuttering issues, which is frustrating for anyone who picked up the newer hardware expecting a better experience. So where does that leave us? Champions has a genuinely exciting foundation. The free-to-start model, Mega Evolution Season 1, the life balance patches, these are all things that the competitive community has wanted for years. But right now, the game is asking players to invest in a platform that launched with a limited roster, missing modes, and technical issues, all while being the mandatory platform for official competition in just a few weeks. The next few patches are going to be critical. The first regional is May 29th, so the clock is ticking. Okay, so shifting gears, let's talk Pokemon UNITE. because Articuno has officially landed. As of today, April 10th, Articuno is now available in Pokémon UNITE. The Freeze Pokémon joins the roster as a ranged defender, and if that sounds like an unusual combination, that's kind of the point. Its passive ability is Snow Cloak. After using a move, Articuno gets wrapped in frost that reduces incoming damage. Use a move that surrounds itself in snow, and that damage reduction gets even stronger with an extended duration. Pair that with its core kit of Ice Beam and Blizzard, and you've got a defender that can actually punish aggression instead of just absorbing it. The freeze counter mechanic is where the strategy gets interesting. Ice Beam and Blizzard both apply freeze counters to enemies they hit. Stack 5 counters on a opponent and they fully become frozen. Land Ice Beam on a frozen target and the ice shatters for a bonus damage. It's a combo-oriented kit that rewards patience and positioning. But the Unite move, Ice Wing Whiteout, is the real conversation starter. Articuno can freeze the entire enemy goal zone. Opponents literally cannot score in the frozen goal zone until they break the ice by dealing enough damage to it. That is a mechanic that exists anywhere else in Unite's current roster. It turns defense into an active siege. It forces the opposing team to waste resources unfreezing the goal before they can do anything else with it. The team comp and strategy implication for competitive Unite are real. Articuno is also the third and final member of the legendary bird trio to join Unite. With all 3 birds now playable, that is a major milestone in the 2026 Unite roadmap. And the game's still on track to release 2 new Pokemon per month through the year. Up next on the confirmed list is Meganium, Typhlosion, and Feraligatr. So, 2 new products from Ascended Heroes expansion hit shelves on April 24th. You've got the Ascended Heroes Booster Bundle, and 3 new Mega EX boxes featuring Mega Meganium EX, Mega Emboar EX, or Mega Feraligatr EX as playable foil promos with an oversized lenticular card and 4 booster packs. If you've been collecting Ascended Heroes since January, these are easy pickups. And May brings Mega Evolution Chaos Rising, so the set pipeline stays busy. TCG Pocket has 2 active events right now. Community Week wraps up tomorrow, April 11th, with 14 missions focused on trading and friend activity, packed hourglasses, trade hourglasses, and new backdrops as rewards. And the Slowpoke drop event just went live on April 9th and runs through April 26th. It is the standard drop event formats with daily missions, shine dust, and the usual. Grab both before they're gone. Okay, so this is a heads up for tomorrow. Tinkatink Community Day is on April 11th from 2 to 5 p.m. local time. 3 times Stardust, Double Catch Candy, and Booster Shinies. The key mechanic is to evolve Tinkatink all the way to Tinkaton during the event window, or within 4 hours after the event ends to get the exclusive move Gigaton Hammer. It has 130 power in trainer battles and 300 in gyms and raids. If you need a dragon type counter for your PvP roster, this is worth showing up for. The Sustainability Week kicks off on April 14th and runs through April 20th. Silly Cobra makes its Pokemon GO debut this event. Galarian Corsola with glasses also appears for the first time, and Shiny Toadstool unlocks. Embedded inside Sustainability Week is the Riolu Hatch Day on April 18th, with boosted Riolu shiny odds, halved hatch distance, double candy, and XP on hatches. So load up your incubators before 11 a.m. that day. Electric Tera type Emboar with the Mightiest Mark is back in Scarlet and Violet's 7-star raids until April 16th. 1 catch per save file, and even if you already have one, the raids are worth running for the EXP candy, Electric Tera shards, and the stat boosting items. Quick one for the competitors and judges. Play Pokemon has updated its official rules and resources on April 7th for Q1 2026. Updates spanned the GO Tournament Handbook, VGC Handbook, TCG Handbook, and the League's Challenge Guides. The GO Handbook got a new connectivity section added. VGC updated its top cut seeding rules and event eligibility by age rating. Nothing earth-shattering, but if you're competing in the next few months, it's worth a read before your next event. And that's the week in Pokemon. Pokémon Champions is officially out, it's the new competitive standard, and the community is already deep in the trenches testing builds, filing bug reports, and figuring out what this game is going to look like by the time Indianapolis rolls around in May. Articuno brought the bird trio together in Unite, and we've got a community day tomorrow for all the GO players watching. Pokémon Champions launched with only 186 Pokemon, no 6v6 single modes, and real performance issues on Switch 2. But the foundation, free-to-play, life balance patches, Mega Evolution on Season 1 are genuinely exciting. So here's what I want to know. Are you giving Pokémon Champions a chance? Drop your answer in the comments. Also, which story from this week was your favorite? And let me know if there's any Pokemon news you feel like I missed that you want covered next week. Let me know down below. If you enjoyed this week's breakdown, smash that like button. It genuinely helps the channel more than you know. And if you're not subscribed yet and you want your weekly Pokemon news, hit that subscribe button and join the community. I'll see you in the comments and I'll catch you in the next one.